Hey everyone! Welcome to the Finova Lending Video Podcast, where we're all about making money simple, shaking up those old school financial norms, and helping you build wealth in smart, modern ways. I'm Emma, your host, and today we've got a super exciting topic. I'm joined by Chris, our go-to expert on all things home equity. Chris, so glad you're here. Tell us what we're diving into today.
Thanks, Emma. Yeah, I'm pumped to be here. Today we're talking about something most homeowners don't even think about, turning your home equity into an actual income-generating asset. Like, not just some number on paper, but real cash flow. It's a game changer.
Okay, whoa, hold up. That sounds amazing, but I know a lot of our viewers are probably thinking, using my home equity? That sounds kinda scary. So, let's break this down for them. This episode's gonna unpack the how and the why, right? And give folks a plan they can actually use?
Exactly. We're gonna make it super clear. No jargon, no fluff. By the end, you'll know exactly how to avoid the traps that keep homeowners stuck and how to make your home work for you. Like, actually generating income.
Love that. All right, let's kick it off with the big idea here. What's this all about, Chris? Why is home equity such a big deal?
Okay, picture this. Your house. It's not just a place to live. It's sitting on a gold mine called home equity. And I'm not just throwing out some feel-good quote here. This is straight-up math. Most homeowners have tens, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars locked up in equity, and it's just sitting there, doing nothing.
Okay, so for anyone new to this, can you explain what home equity even is? Like, break it down for us.
Totally. Home equity is super simple. It's the value of your home minus what you still owe on your mortgage. So say your house is worth $400,000 and you owe $200,000 on your mortgage. That's $200,000 in equity. That's your money, just chilling in your house, not working for you.
Chilling. I love that. So, you're saying most people aren't doing anything with that money? They're just letting it sit there?
Yep, and that's the problem. Owning a home is great, but just owning it isn't building wealth. It's what you do with that equity that matters. Like you could use it to create an income stream. Think rental properties, investments, you name it.
Okay, I'm hooked. But let's be real, most of us think my home, I'm good. Why is that not enough?
Because equity on paper doesn't pay your bills. It's like having a savings account you can't touch. You've got to activate it. And that's where people get stuck. They don't know how to turn that number into actual cash flow.
All right, Chris, let's talk about those pain points. I know our viewers are probably nodding along like, yep, that's me. What are the frustrations you hear most from homeowners?
Oh man, I hear it all the time. People say, Chris, I've been paying my mortgage for like 10 years and I still don't feel any wealthier. Or, I know I have equity, but what am I supposed to do with it? Sell my house? They're stuck, Emma. They're pouring money into their mortgage, but it's not translating into real financial freedom.
Ugh, I feel that. It's like you're working hard, but the finish line keeps moving. So, what's keeping people stuck? And how do we get them unstuck?
It's a mindset shift. People think equity is just for emergencies or selling their home, but it's so much more. You can use it to buy income-producing assets, like a rental property, without selling your house. It's about making your money work harder. For example, I worked with a couple who had $150,000 in equity. They used it to buy a small rental unit. Now, they're getting $1,800 a month in rent. That's real money, every month, without moving out.
That's like a part-time job. Okay, but I bet some folks are thinking, that sounds great, but I don't even know where to start. What's the plan here, Chris?
Here's the deal. By the end of this episode, you're going to walk away with 3 things. First, the 5 biggest mistakes homeowners make that keep them broke, or at least not as wealthy as they could be. Second, clear action steps to avoid those traps. And third, a starter strategy to turn your equity into income even if you've never invested before.
No fluff, huh? I like it. And you've got something extra up your sleeve, right? Tell us about this challenge thing.
Yep, we're not just talking the talk. We've got a free 5-day equity to income challenge. It's like a step-by-step guide, videos, tools, the works, to help you take that first step. No overwhelm, just action.
Okay, I'm sold. Let's get into it. But first, let's make this real for our viewers. Can we do a quick check-in to help them figure out their equity? All right, viewers, grab your phone or a piece of paper. Chris, walk us through this. What's the first step to figuring out your equity?
Super easy. Step 1, find out what your home's worth today. You can check sites like Zillow or Redfin for a ballpark or call a local realtor for a better estimate. Step 2, check your mortgage statement. What's the balance you still owe? Subtract that from your home's value. That's your equity. That's the money you could put to work.
Okay, I'm doing the math in my head. Say my house is worth $500,000 and I owe $300,000. That's $200,000 in equity?
Nailed it. And that $200,000 could be earning you income every month if you use it right. For example, with $200,000, you could buy a rental property that grosses $2,000 or more per month. That's $24,000 a year.
Okay, pause the video, folks. Do that math, figure out your number, and come back. We'll wait.
All right, let's get into the first big mistake. Letting your equity sit idle. It's like having a second job you're not showing up for. I mean, you've already earned that equity. Why not make it work?
Okay, give us an example. How's this play out in real life?
Take Lisa and Mark. They had $120,000 in equity in their home. Instead of letting it just sit there, they used a HELOC, home equity line of credit, to buy a small duplex. That duplex now brings in $2,000 a month in passive income. They didn't sell their home, didn't move, just unlocked their equity and put it to work.
That's wild. So they're basically getting paid every month just for using their equity smartly?
Exactly. And that's what I mean by doing nothing is a decision. If you let your equity sit, you're choosing to miss out on opportunities like that.
All right, mistake number 2. I bet a lot of people think, gotta sell my house. That's a big one, right?
Oh yeah, huge myth. You absolutely don't have to sell. There are tools like HELOCs, DSCR loans, or cross-collateral loans that let you tap into your equity while staying in your home.
Okay, you're throwing around some terms there. Let's break it down for us newbies. What's a HELOC?
Good call. A HELOC, home equity line of credit, is like a credit card backed by your home's value. You get approved for a certain amount, say $100,000, and you can draw from it as needed, only paying interest on what you use. It's flexible and great for investing in things like rental properties.
Got it. And DSCR? Cross-collateral? Keep it simple.
All right. A DSCR loan, debt service coverage ratio loan, lets you qualify based on the income a property generates, not your personal income. So if you buy a rental, the rent covers the loan. Cross-collateral? That's using the equity in one home to secure a loan for another property. For example, I had a client use a cross-collateral loan to buy a second home as an Airbnb. They're now earning $3,000 a month without touching their primary home.
Okay, that's super cool. So you're saying I can stay in my house, keep my life as is, and still use my equity to make money?
Bingo. It's all about access without upheaval. Mistake number 3, analysis paralysis. People get so overwhelmed by all the options, HELOCs, rentals, stocks, that they just freeze.
Oh, I've been there. Too many choices, and you're like, I'll just do nothing. How do we get past that?
You need a filter. Here's mine. Only look at investments that check 3 boxes. 1, they cash flow within 90 days, meaning you're making money fast. 2, they have appreciation upside, so they grow in value. 3, they're scalable. You can add more later. For example, a small rental property often hits all 3. Rent pays you monthly, property values tend to rise, and you can buy another one later.
Okay, that's a game changer. So, don't chase perfection, just look for progress?
Exactly. Pick something that works and start. You'll learn as you go.
All right, let's talk about mistake number 4. I know this one's going to hit home for a lot of folks, misunderstanding debt. I mean, debt sounds scary, right?
Totally. But here's the thing, not all debt is bad. There's bad debt, like credit card debt for stuff that doesn't grow in value. Then there's smart debt, borrowing at a low cost to make more money. Let me give you an example. I worked with a couple who paid off their home early. Felt great, right? But they missed out on $150,000 in potential gains because they used all their cash to pay off a 3% mortgage instead of investing in a rental property with a 10% return.
$150,000? That's huge. Okay, explain smart debt a bit more. What makes it smart?
Smart debt is when you borrow at a low interest rate, say 8% on a HELOC, and use it to buy something that earns more, like a rental property bringing in 12% or more. The difference between the loan cost and your return is your profit. It's like using someone else's money to build your wealth.
Okay, that's kind of mind-blowing. So, don't fear debt, just fear bad debt?
You got it. Use debt strategically, and it's a tool, not a trap. Last mistake, and it's a big one, going it alone. Trying to figure this out without guidance is like doing surgery on yourself. The wrong lender, the wrong agent, it can cost you years.
Yeah, I'd rather not DIY my finances into a mess. So, who do you need on your team?
You want investor-savvy lenders who get creative financing, tax-aware advisors who know how to save you money, and real estate agents who've actually invested themselves. For example, I had a client who picked the wrong lender for a DSCR loan. They got stuck with high rates and lost $10,000 in potential profits. A good team would have caught that.
That's a pricey lesson. So, team up with pros who've been there, done that?
Yup, and we can connect you with those folks, people aligned with your goals.
All right, Chris, let's bust some myths. I know people are out there thinking, this sounds great, but I don't have perfect credit. Or, I don't have time to be a landlord. What's the truth?
Love this part. Myth 1, you need perfect credit. Nope. There are lenders who work with credit scores as low as 620 for HELOCs or DSCR loans. Myth 2, it's too risky. Not if you choose cash-flowing investments with solid appreciation. Myth 3, you need time to manage tenants. You can outsource 80% of it to property managers. You're the owner, not the landlord.
Okay, that's huge. So, you're saying I can invest without dealing with 2 a.m. tenant calls?
Exactly. For example, I've got clients who use turnkey rental companies. They buy the property, the company handles everything else, and they just collect the checks. All right, let's wrap this up. The 5 mistakes. Letting your equity sit idle, thinking you have to sell, getting stuck in analysis paralysis, fearing smart debt, and going it alone. Avoid those, and you're on your way to turning equity into income.
And that's the shift, right? From feeling stuck to building real momentum. I love it. Okay, viewers, let's get real for a sec. What's stopping you from tapping into your home equity? Is it fear? Maybe a knowledge gap? Worries about your credit? Or just not enough time? Whatever it is, we've got you. Head to finovalending.com/book a call to schedule a free consultation with our team. We'll tackle that roadblock together and get you on the path to real income.
Yeah, exactly. That call is your first step to clarity. Whether you're nervous about the numbers or just don't know where to start, our team's there to break it down for you. Go to finovalending.com/book a call and let's figure out what's holding you back and how to move forward.
All right, y'all. Your home's already done its job. It's given you a place to live. Now it's time to let it grow your future.
And we're here to help you make that happen. Turn your equity into an income-generating asset. Let's do this together.
Head to finovalending.com to join the challenge and start building wealth today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.